What is up, my friends, and welcome back to another one of the GunnersDen.com YouTube video reviews. This time around, we're going to be taking a look at a real underdog in the gun industry. And when I say underdog, I mean the SCCY CPX-3. The SCCY CPX-3 is basically a smaller version of the SCCY CPX-1 and 2. Those are chambered in 9mm. This one is chambered in 380 ACP. I actually really like this gun. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people want to give SCCY guns bad reviews. I just want to show you that it is empty and there's no ammo in the firearm. SCCY gets a lot of bad rap a lot of the times, and I feel like it is a lot of the times uncalled for. I don't want to make it sound like I am a fanboy or anything, because I'm not. I'm a fan of all firearms, and this is actually a very decent firearm. I've got several hundred rounds of 380 ACP through this gun in various from various different brands, to include Hornady and XTP hollow points, to include Blazer brass, and to include Federal Premium, and quite a few others as well. And this thing ate everything that I threw at it. So why that's significant is because these guns tend to get a lot of mixed reviews. People either like them or they don't like them. There really is no in between. I'm a big fan of this gun, and the main reason why is not for me. The main reason why is actually for my wife, because my wife has something called arthritis, and she has a hard time pulling back the slide on many firearms. Anything in 9mm, whether it's my SIG 365 XL, the Hellcat, or even full-size pistols like the FN509, or mid-size pistols like the FN509 mid-size that I have, she has a hard time pulling the slide back on those pistols. And what's nice about this is because it's a 380, and 380 is technically a lighter recoiling cartridge, because it has lighter bullet and less powder than the 9mm does, it is easier to rack the slide on. So there's no front slide serrations here, so this is just me trying to show you how easy it is. I'm just going to use 2 fingers, and you can rack the slide. Now, this is a double action only gun, which means that the hammer and the trigger are connected to each other. When you're pulling the trigger, the hammer goes back. So I'm going to try to show you this on camera here without pointing the gun at my face, pulling the trigger with my thumb. Hopefully you can see that hammer moving there. So it's very easy to rack slide. And as far as double action only triggers go, this one is not that bad. So you've heard all of the classic just buy her a double action only revolver. As I'm sure I've heard, I actually went and bought my wife a double action only revolver once. And I said, here, can you pull the trigger on this? And she couldn't accurately pull the trigger on it without, she was moving her whole arm. She was also able to manipulate the trigger, press it in such a way that she's actually able to hit a man-sized target instead of having to go like this when she's pulling the trigger with all of her finger strength and trying to get the finger strength from the rest of her body. So I really like that about this gun. So this actually is my wife's little pistol, and it's very manageable and it's very easy to shoot, as you'll see when we get to the shooting portion of the video. So something else that I really like about this little pistol is the slide stop. As you'll see here, the slide stop is actually sticking out there pretty good, pretty far. And why I like that is because I don't actually call it a slide stop most of the time. I actually call it a slide release. And The reason for that is because this is way faster than this is. And I like it because it gives you a nice tactile something to hold on to. Do you see that? It's there. It's nice and easy to hit. You can't miss it, right? So I really like that about this gun. Personally speaking, for me, my wife, not necessarily, because she doesn't shoot it as often as I would like her to, primarily because of all that's going on in the world. The sights are nothing really to write home about. The sights are about as good as any 3-dot white sights are. I'm trying to line it up, but I have no idea if that's in frame or not. So the sights do what you want them to do. I have taken this pistol out to defensive distances, including 3, 5, 7, 10, and even 15 yards. And I've been able to hit the target pretty decently. It's not the most accurate pistol, but I do okay with it. So another thing that's really good about this, and having 380 and a pistol of this size, with a grip that you can really get a bite on, is that it really helps you or the shooter to manage the recoil. Show you some close-ups here. You can show you the slide serrations. The slide serrations are nice. They're deep cut into the slide, and overall they serve their purpose well. I'll show you the flat top of the slide here. Overall, it's your average slide. There's nothing special. There's nothing to write home about. This is a polymer framed gun, obviously, and I'm sure you've seen that the SCCY series pistols come in all different colors of the rainbow, from pink and blue and purple and green and orange. You can get these things in just about any color. I'm not sure just how readily available these things, the 380 series pistols, are in those colors, but I'm sure that they have other colors available. So I have a lot of rounds downrange with this thing, again, with hollow points and ball ammo both, and I haven't had any malfunctions that I can remember. So this is a reliable pistol, at least it is for me. Again, your mileage may vary because from what I've heard from others in the industry, these things can be hit or miss. But this to me is a good pistol. It's made in America. It's made right here in Florida. So it's really, I can't complain about it. Now I do want to show you really quick the trigger. See that there? The reset is very far out. Obviously it's a double action trigger. It actually doesn't reset until my finger hits the trigger guard. You can see my finger is hitting the trigger guard. So it's very easy for somebody with fingers my size to short stroke the trigger. But with practice, you won't have that problem. So again, this is the SCCY CPX-3. I'm going to show you what it's like to shoot it now in the range. It's very manageable recoil-wise, and overall, this is a great pistol. It's very affordable. They have a great warranty, and yeah, I mean, for what it is, if you're looking for a 380 gun and you see one of these at the gun store, and especially if you're recoil sensitive like my wife is, and you have a hard time racking the slide on a regular pistol, this one is good to go. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit that like button. And I hope that I'll see you here again in the next edition.